You know, we don't have to do this. Give you the tech news. You know, like we're choosing to do this. I could stop any time. Shut up, you're not my dad. YouTube has quietly added the ability to request a takedown of AI-generated or other synthetic content that looks or even sounds like you, which means I can finally do something about this video. Oh, you're in big trouble, wise guy. This differs from YouTube's approach to deepfakes, which accounts as misleading information and can be reported by anybody. Requesting takedowns of synthetic impersonation can only be done by the affected individual or their guardian, is subject to a number of criteria, and isn't guaranteed to result in an actual takedown. Just like all those times I attacked my older brother after learning about the leg sweep. Success rate, 0. I'm bigger than my older brother. One thing that will factor into YouTube's decision is whether the creator has marked their video as containing AI-generated content, something it started requiring creators and advertisers to do last year. In another surprisingly useful new feature, the platform has begun a broader rollout of an AI-powered erase song feature, previously available in beta, that will allow creators to remove songs from a video that has a copyright claim on it, while keeping other audio like dialogue or sound effects intact. This will let YouTube partners keep the video up and continue making ad revenue. If you're not in the partner program and your video has over 100,000 views, according to YouTube's support page, you may not be able to save changes. They'll let you try, though. You know, it's fun for YouTube to play with you regular people. As the generative AI hype bubble continues to stretch, more scrutiny is being leveled at prominent AI companies. This week, developer Pedro Jose Pereira discovered that the macOS ChatGPT app stored all of its conversations in plain text in an easily accessible location. This snapped OpenAI out of staring at the window, dreaming about omniscient AI waifus long enough to spit out an update that encrypted the conversations. But then, the New York Times reported on an undisclosed breach from April 2023, in which a hacker stole sensitive info from OpenAI's internal employee forum. Because why worry about cybersecurity when AI is gonna add us all to the WorldCoin blockchain in a couple years? Concern is also growing about the web scrapers used to gather AI training data, which have been worming their way around existing tools meant to block them. Cloudflare just released a new free one-click tool that promises to block all AI bots, and Glaze, a tool that poisons artists' images so they can't be properly trained on by AI models, is exploding in popularity. Yep, the arms race is on. In a blog post detailing the most scraped websites of 2024, data scraping company SmartProxy advertises advanced APIs to scrape data even from the most protected online targets, aka real human beings trying to bring something other than cursed AI slop into our world. That's actually our painting now, fun fact. In an ironic twist, a new research paper detailing the myriad ways in which generative AI tools have only just begun to, quote, distort collective understanding of socio-political reality or scientific consensus, was written by researchers at Google, who just want to find the guy responsible for all this. Look, we're all trying to find the guy who did this and give him a spanking. Apple has approved the Epic Game Store as an alternative app marketplace on iOS and iPadOS in the EU after Epic Games complained, both on Twitter and directly to the European Commission, about Apple rejecting their submission twice. These two companies, man, they're like kids in a preschool. Tim Cook's trying to build his perfect iPhone out of wooden blocks, and Tim Sweeney always crashes in like, teacher, I want to put my blocks there. Build your own iPhone, you querulous rodent. Apple was rejecting Epic's submissions over some of their buttons looking too similar to Apple's buttons, which is an actual restriction as listed in an Apple document entitled Alternative Terms Addendum for Apps in the EU. Alternative app marketplaces and their apps must not infringe Apple's intellectual property or appear confusingly similar to the App Store or an Apple product, service, interface, computer software application, or advertising theme. Yet, Apple eventually gave in, making me wonder how many other roadblocks I could make disappear by snitching to Europe. Sure, you can write me a speeding ticket, officer, but Europe is gonna hear about this. and Europe is not gonna be happy. They're also gonna hear about our sponsor, Corsair. Their all-new K65 Plus wireless keyboard is, ironically, a 75% keyboard designed to free up desk space, allowing for more mouse movement. I don't know. Take it up with them. What, that's not actually ironic? All right. The K65 Plus wireless features pre-lubed Corsair MLX red linear switches for a silky smooth key press, whether you're trying to go pro in Counter-Strike or Excel spreadsheets. You can also easily connect this to your devices with 2.4 gigahertz wireless, Bluetooth, or wired USB. That's your prerogative. With up to 266 hours on a single charge. With that kind of battery life, you could speedrun Portal 2,660 times before the keyboard dies. I wouldn't though. Learn more about the K65 Plus wireless at the link below. So I'm gonna do the quick bits now. Is that, I want to do them. Twilio, the parent company of two-factor authentication app Authy, has confirmed that they suffered a data breach following the leak of 33 million phone numbers. Twilio states that it hasn't found evidence that the hackers were able to access its systems or any sensitive information, like Colonel Sanders' 11 secret herbs and spices, or how Lee Harvey Oswald faked the moon landing. Info they have, apparently. Don't think you're safe though, because Cyber News researchers have also discovered an unrelated compilation of nearly 10 billion unique passwords leaked on a popular hacking forum by a user called Obamacare. Why would the Affordable Care Act do such a thing? Thanks, Obama. Ransomware group BrainCipher has apologized to the citizens of Indonesia after hacking the country's temporary national data center and encrypting several thousand terabytes of information. After the attack massively disrupted public services, it was discovered that the affected government agencies didn't have mandatory backup policies. Nevertheless, the government didn't pay the $8 million ransom BrainCipher was asking for, so the group released the encryption key of their own accord. Though they did ask the citizens for donations. They can't afford to hack for free. I mean, in this economy? Toyota is on an audacious mission to normalize hydrogen-powered machines that don't blow up, including this, the world's first hydrogen-powered stone oven and a hydrogen-powered barbecue made in collaboration with Japanese appliance company Rinnai. I don't know if this guy is smiling because the oven's so great at cooking pizza, or if that's just what he does when he's anxiously thinking about causing another Hindenburg Italian style. Does car making expertise apply to hydrogen stone ovens? Toyota asks. I certainly hope so. This isn't even Toyota's first go at merging cars and pizza. They put a pizza oven in a Tundra pickup truck in 2018 and in the back of a Lexus GX earlier this year. And why stop there? I say we put this new oven in a blimp. We've learned so much since then. It turns out that F1 cars have IP addresses, and you can use that IP to make their engines explode. Ex-F1 senior systems engineer and apparent Twitter enthusiast Dan Engine Mode 11 explained that the danger of remote engine explosion apparently isn't from external malefactors, but from the internal electronics team itself. Dan didn't say explicitly, but he strongly implies that one team accidentally flashed the electronic control unit, the thing that controls the electrical systems in the car, while the vehicle was running, causing some amount of kaboom. Yet, not a single action movie I can think of, not a single one, has blown up a car by hacking it. And Amazon has decided to discontinue its Astro for Business security robot to instead focus on home robotics products, such as its Astro household robot. Very different. That's where the money is. Everyone is buying robots for their homes these days. Any businesses that purchased the security robot will receive a refund plus a $300 credit to their Amazon accounts to help support a replacement solution, because the best security guards prefer to be paid in Amazon gift cards. You'd think customers could just convert the business Astro into a home version, but no, he's seen too much. He got kicked by one too many hoodlums trying to break into the warehouse. But between you and me, you should come back on Monday for more tech news. I mean, it's educational. And, well, I just like to keep sharing tech news. So please support my passion. Okay, thanks. Someone else wrote that. But it's true.